And I got a new thing going here, folks. I can take people, which is cool. People can come on the channel and we can all talk together and do some painting, do some fucking painting, which is good, which is cool. So if you guys would want to in chat, feel free. I gotta know you at least the first time. All right. So booyah. This is new to me, so give me a chance to um, hammer it all down. This will be my first live stream on a couple other locales. This is the free version. I'm gonna check it out for a few weeks. If I, it should be cool. I'm gonna put a link in the Discord and Facebook. Facebook. I'm gonna start a new thing daily. Paint in chat. That should be cool. All right, pretty cool. I need to like some better fucking. Don't like those graphics. I'm particular. About my shit. It's gotta look pretty. That's all right. It'll work for right this second. Let's see what we got here. Give me 1 second, folks. But yeah, again, I'm probably gonna be doing this daily from now on. I think I'm gonna do like an hour of paint and chat. Give us a chance to sit down and talk about all the crazy shit that's been going on and hobby and whatever, and should be a lot of fun. Let's see here. Put this here. But yeah, I'm looking forward to. Excited to check all this out. I have to nod to Justin helping me out, man. I appreciate it, brother. It was a big help. We had a little hiccup here and there, but you know what? We saw through. We took care of it. We got it done. So it should be pretty good. Eventually, I hope to be able to kind of put like a countdowns or whatever, and just hit like all of our shit because we got a lot. We're on a lot of places, which is good. It means we interact with a lot of different kind of people, and it's a lot of fun. It's all about the gaming, maybe. Gaming and the hobby. Everything else is secondary. So if you like to step in, feel free. I should be able to see everybody, like conversations and whatnot. So come on in, check it out. Oh man, so going over Mel's paint jobs yesterday, pretty good. Doing a little touch up here and there. She was showing me up. That's for damn sure, guys. Woo, man, she was burning through the minis. She's like, pow, 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 done. Pow, 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 done. Slow poke, pull man. I'm like, getting shown up. The student is now the master. So yeah, she's artistic as hell, guys. She got some mad painting skills. She's a good one. I think I'm gonna not worry about that. But yeah, so just painting since I've been guys. Since I've been printing like nonstop for like ever. Since I've got that damn machine, I haven't stopped. I'm stopped printing right now because I'm out of resin. But as soon as that's resolved, it's right back to it. Right back to the fun. Looks like Ashley from Gamers with Coffee is the same way. We've both gotten printing mad. It's awesome. Can't, man, I'm telling you. And listen, guys, it's like, I'm pretty much married to like one genre, the pulp, Weird World War II genre. So I'm good, right? But like, if you guys, out in the wilderness and whatnot, you know, you guys like you want to play this, you want to play that, but you just don't have the money. Shit, just listen, save your cash, buy a 3D printer, and then that's going to allow you to play pretty much any genre that you want, man. If you want to play Western, you want to play Napoleonics, you want to play sci-fi, you want to play, like, especially 40K guys. If you're not, if you don't give a shit about, if you play with a, official GW garbage, overpriced stuff, then I'm telling you, it is heaven, because everything and anything that's 40K is on these you can get it for free. Seriously, don't even buy it. I mean, you got those companies that are selling kind of like, not knockoffs, but their own kind of versions of shit. Man, you can get the actual like 40K lookalike stuff on these sites. You know what I mean? And then we're not even talking about the new shit. We're talking about the new shit and like Rogue Trader era stuff, 90s stuff, all the different editions. Man, it's just amazing. If you want to support GW, you can do that too. You can still buy their stuff. But, this 3D printing stuff is going to allow you to play more and with more stuff. So you can, support GW by buying all their fucking books. They sell 100,000 different kind of books, but you know what? Buy your army somewhere else. If you like their system, play their system. And then get the toys somewhere else. It was funny. I watched a response video earlier this week. I can't remember who it was, but he was basically responding to like a video some guy put out, like trying to convince people that 3D printing isn't going to really save you money or whatever the fuck, like buying Warhammer, right? And his rationale is, what he did was like, he got like the starter box of like some marine thing or whatever, right? And then he said, well, and then you go and buy, and I'm like, stop. That's your first fucking problem. You don't have to buy anything. You know what I'm saying? You can buy everything for nothing. It's free. So, he's bullshitting you right there. So guess what he did? He went to like one of those, like Chapter House or, Puppet War, or whatever the hell it is. These companies that are selling stuff at GW prices pretty much. And he's like, he picks up some, their version of, whatever. And he's like, well, and you only get 5 minis, whereas the GW thing gives you like 15 or 10 or something like that. So and then you got to buy resin, and then you got to buy cleanup, and it ruins the air in your house. And then he's coming up with all this just ridiculous shit, just totally disingenuous. And then I'm like, whatever, dude. And this is the kicker, okay? Even with his rationale right there, okay, let's say from the shit that he chose to purchase to, go up against the GW product. Those 5 minis, you can print 5 million different times. You know what I mean? That 5 is not only 5, it's 20 and 100, 87, whatever you want it to be. So it's like, it was completely disingenuous. It was a bunch of bullshit. I don't know if he's a lackey or whatever it is, but I'm just like, I'm not going to steer you wrong, guys. Okay. I'm not telling you this 3D printing shit is worth every cent that you put into it. It really is. And like the cleanup is very minimal, guys. Very minimal. If you're using resin, you need to use alcohol to clean it, and alcohol vapors can get you kind of a little loopy. Just wear a mask. Ventilated room. And what I mean in ventilated room, guys, I mean I put a box fan in front of my window and I just ventilate the room. That's it. This resin is not toxic like you would think. Like you think this resin isn't like the resin that we, as old timers grew up in, buying those resin kits. It's nothing like that. Cleanup's easy, you know, once you get it down, once you figure it out. And then the world is the limit, man. I mean, I got like 30 some build plates saved to get printed. And it's like, I'm buying stuff that I would normally, I'm printing up stuff I normally wouldn't do because I wouldn't be able to afford it, like big monsters, and like little cooler, like scenery is another thing. Shit, man. Tons of scenery out there. I found some like dock worker stuff, which is cool, like an industrial dock. And shit, free. Cranes, all that kind of stuff. Free. Freaking free, man. And and guys, I'm on Cults, right? So every down file or every file I download over there, I shoot a message I leave a message on the creator, and I thank him. I'm like, hey man, thanks, I appreciate it. Thanks for sharing your hard work. Shit, that's all you got to do. Pay forward a little bit. Just tell them how much you appreciate, and a lot of them will return. Say, hey, thanks for letting me know that you like it, or they want to hear that feedback. So let them know how you feel, good or bad. And that's another thing. It's like if you have like maybe they put up a file and like the file's broken or it doesn't or maybe whatever, let them know. I mean, don't be an asshole. Just say, hey, I downloaded your file at da 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 da, and this is what happened. And they usually just fix it, to be honest with you. And then you just download it again, the updated version. Like they'll fix it for free. Like if there's something wonky with the file or whatever, they'll fix it for free. So shit, there you go. You're helping each other out. Because these people, if they're putting this stuff up for free, they're wanting this stuff to be, appreciated, and they want it to be good quality. They don't want just stupid, shit. They want people to enjoy what they've created. And just that dialogue, that little dialogue of letting people know what's up, and if something's fouled or something's wonky, let them know. More than likely, they'll fix it. Hopefully, you guys can see and hear me. So I counted it earlier. There's like a 12-second delay from like the live on my end to the YouTube. So there's going to be a little delay there. But, kind of shitty, but, whatever. So if you guys are, I don't know if that varies due to like your internet speed, or if that has to do with maybe your algorithm or whatever. I have no earthly. It might just be because I'm on the free plan or whatever it is. That's one thing it seems like my interweb is like shit over here. We pay for the top of the line high speed stuff that Spectrum gives. But I mean, we have problems all the fucking time. Could just be the stuff that we have too. You know, our computers aren't all that great. But you know, whatever. You work with what you got. You work with what you got. Hope you all had a good New Year's. I know several places in this world are having it rough. Just last couple days. I hope that that turns around. Hope that we can find some peace and some security in this world and safety and good. Just touching up Mel stuff. She's a good painter, but she gets quick. She hurries. So I'm just filling in those little blotches that she didn't quite finish, which is all good. We're a team after all, right? We're a team. Sometimes you gotta help each other out. Watched a weird movie today. I watched it's called Six Souls, but it's also called Sanctuary. No, Shelter. It's called Shelter. Has oh god, what's her fucking name? I don't know, but it's basically like this guy has multiple personalities, but the personalities aren't. He's some sort of cursed person, and he's basically he's basically moving from person to person, like non-believers. So it's pretty good. Pretty crazy. Pretty crazy balls. All right, that shit. Yeah, keep painting over and over. If anybody's out there, leave a message. Let me know that you guys can hear me and see me. Again, there's a slight delay from the so if I don't respond right away, it's because there's a delay. Crazy shit. So, anybody got anything going down? Any hobbying happening tonight in your world? I'm just touching up some of Mel's work here. I found this crazy it's like this weird cult, like it's like a 3 armed, like kind of like it looks like a cult leader or something like that. It's really creepy looking. It's pretty cool though. You know, it's stuff like that when you're searching through these like STL houses and warehouses, and you're like, wow, that's cool. And if normally, something like this would probably be like $10 or some crazy shit. And I would never have got it, right? Because I'm like, I'm not gonna spend $10 on something I may never use. But now, shit, it's free. I just spend what, like 25 cents worth of resin, print it up, and there you go. I got some weird, creepy, like creepy. Let's see if I can. There's weird, some crazy cult leader looking dude. Cult leader dude. She did like a pumpkin monster. That's pretty good right there. She's a good painter. She did a scarecrow monster. She does like the block, she'll do the block colors, and then I'll go back and I'll wash them. And then I'll then I'll put the I'll flock it, and then I'll put a glaze, or not glaze, but seal it with some flat, like a dull coat on it. She put some like armpit hair on this dude. That's awesome. Pretty good, pretty good. All right. All right. What am I gonna work on? I got these camels here. I got like, I might work on these tonight. Okay, I got four of them. Four of them. See if I can get those done. That'd be good. Just just normal single hump camels. Forgot there's traditionally there's two different camels. There's like the double hump camel and the like single hump. So I can't remember what they were called though. The distinction between them, the name at least. But so it's interesting. So if you see a camel's hump is like kind of deflated, right? They're they probably need to eat or drink something, right? It's usually when their humps are real, like erect and like sturdy. That means that they're well fed and well watered and all that. So if you see like camels humps hanging looping down, I think that's what I read. I guess they carry all their fat and whatnot in their hump, making them kind of like golden brown color, kind of like the traditional kind of um, camels that you see, more like the desert camels, I think, because I think there's different kinds. But they have different colors and stuff. But I think they look like the Arabic camels. I see that Romanovich, which is he's a big dust fan. He made some new dust proxies, and some of them are from the desert, the German desert one, like the Rommel guy, and then there's like a girl that has like a girl character. She's got like this hyena pet. It's pretty cool looking. I have to pick those up eventually. Man, it's been raining over here all freaking day. It's like storming outside. It's like 30. It's like 32 degrees right now too. So it's like that's what Texas gets, man. We get like ice, so it's probably gonna ice tonight, which sucks. But luckily, none of us work tomorrow, so that'll keep us from getting on the road. I think there's another winter storm coming soon to the southeast states. I think that's what I saw. Man, that's so good. It's so funny. It's been such a mild winter here, at least so far. But like the other year when we had that really bad winter storm, it didn't come until like February. I don't think it came pretty late in the year. So hopefully we'll miss another one of those fucking nightmares. Texas isn't really built for that like crazy winter weather. Well, we get winter weather, but nothing like that. That was great. Hey, nerd, what's up, girl? Yeah, of the 3D scans of the official mini. Those look nice, don't they? I like that. The hyena chick. That's I'm gonna definitely get that one. That's a cool one. There's another one. Isn't there like a girl? I don't know what she. I think she's a merc or maybe she's a cultist. She's got some. She's wearing some really like extravagant clothes, but she's got chains, some like badass looking like weird like kind of monster dog or something. I'm not sure what that is. Oh, I know, dude. He on Discord. I told him I'm gonna have to give him some more of my money. Yeah, those those Migos I got. Those were his. They're like I guess the hero ones. So yeah, he was telling me that like because I had to size them down right to fit the other ones, and he's like, yeah, I guess originally the original ones that were sold were like bigger than the normal troops or something. So I didn't even know that. I thought maybe it was just the scale, like the scanning thing or something. Feel free to pop in, nerd, if you want to. I can accept live chats now. So if you're more the link is in the comments if you want to sit in and hang out. There is a delay. Like it's weird. There's like a almost like a 10-second delay or some shit. Yeah, it was that hero pair. That's what these two are. It's like one's got like the dual guns, and then one's got like the brain in the jar. I just made the weirder head ones. I'm just saying that they're like, just saying that they're like kind of like maybe like I don't know, psionic people or something, or I don't know. Oh, watching the Meg, right on. That's awesome. That is such a just like it's like watching Godzilla. It's just it's just a fun kaiju type movie. But yeah, that's good. So you guys have a little date night. Very good, very good. Well, good. You guys enjoy the Meg. I like Statham. He's kind of like the new Bruce Willis, in my opinion. I was a huge Bruce. It's so rough to see Bruce Willis the way he is now. Man, that's rough seeing him like that. But hell, we all age, don't we? We all eventually age out. But yeah, I always considered Statham was kind of like the new Bruce Willis. Oh, you can't stand the Meg? It's pretty silly. It's pretty silly. And it's just funny. It's like some action star is going to be able to fight this giant fucking shark. There's some. I'm a big shark. I love shark movies, man. I love them. Right. And the what is it? The 20 meters down or something like that. That's a good one. It's like these two girls are like go down to like a shark cage, right? To watch the sharks or whatever, and the damn cable breaks, right? And they hit the bottom, the sea bottom, and like the boat above them are kind of half-assed, kind of not the best safety guys. They're trying to get help, and then while they're down there, they're slowly running out of air, right? And there's all these fucking great whites like swimming around and stuff. It's pretty creepy. The ending of it's fucking bonk. It's crazy. It's really good. There's another one called The Reef. And then, of course, Jaws, number one. And Jaws. I like Jaws 1 and 2. Those are good. But I like all that like cheesy, like ghost shark and land shark and snow shark and all that stupid shit. Yeah, I mean, it has some great visuals in that one, dude. It was like it was like pitch black, and then they hit the flare or whatever it was, and they're like right there. Shit, that's crazy. But the ending was wild. Now the second one, it wasn't. It was more kind of like a creature feature more than because that was a. The first one was kind of psychological and and but the second one had like they were like they were like cave diving or some shit and of course they stumbled across some rare albino great whites that live in a giant cave or some shit. But that was kind of your par for the course kind of shark movie. We watched this one called Black Demon. I think it was Black Demon. Yeah, Black Demon. And it was like it's kind of like I guess like an Incan folklore where they send like the Incan gods send like this shark to come to land to wreak havoc on the humans that don't respect the world or some shit. And I guess these people get stuck on an oil derrick. And this giant fucking megalodon sized shark is like jacking it all up. It's pretty good. It's pretty good, pretty good. Not too shabby. But yeah. So you got any gaming plan, nerd? Got any? I know you host some Pathfinder, and it's funny. Justin had sent me some links to read, to watch some of those lore videos of BattleTech. I watched those. I found myself watching some BattleTech battle reports. There's this guy, Basement. Oh man, what is his name? You might get a kick out of this guy. Let me find his thing real quick. I think his name is Basement 1492 or some shit. Find it real quick. He's cool. Now it's great. He sounds like he's like a New Yorker or something. He's like down here in the basement doing some basement shit. Basement 1908. I think that's him. Is that him? Maybe that's not him. That Basement 1908 is pretty good too. I'm thinking of somebody else. Who the fuck am I thinking of? Who's that other guy? I can't remember. Let's see if I can find it real quick. What the hell? Shit, I don't remember. But anyway, that Basement 1908, he did a 3 hour long BattleTech battle report. It's pretty cool. I'll grab a link and let you check it out if you're interested. I'll put it in the chat. Oh, there you go. You got so you went in with that Palladium, like it was like a holiday discount, like mystery box or something like that. I guess some of the guys did that too, didn't they? Nightbane. I don't think I know what Nightbane is. What is that? Is that like a horror game? Sounds like a horror game or something. Is your old lady, is she a gamer too? I tried to like think of like ways to like try to get people to get their significant others to like game with them, like have some sort of like like game night where like it's couples or some shit. That'd be kind of cool. Have like game couple night, or game couple game night month or something like that, and everybody does like a battle report with their respective others or others or whatever the situation is. It'd be kind of cool just to see the dynamic. There's this one guy I watch a lot of bolt action battle reports. I think he plays with his wife all the time, and they seem to have a good time. She's pretty good. She seems to do pretty well. She likes RPGs. That's cool. Well, maybe she can. Maybe you can pull the whole if you really love me. I mean, if you really, really love me, you would, play some dust with me. Sometimes I put the guilt trip on Mel because gaming isn't her biggest love, but she's my wife, and she's my best friend, and she does it because she loves me, and I appreciate that. So you can go look, baby, Brian and Mel play together. Why can't we be like that? She's like, because we're not freaks like those two. Yeah, I'm. All I got to do is shit. As soon as I paint up, God, what are these called? I need to paint up one of these. One of these, the Heinrich and the Himmler. I don't fucking remember. I need to paint up this one and this one, and then I need to paint up the Wildfire, which is that one, and the Honey, which is that one. And when I paint those four up, we'll be ready to go in our next phase of Dust, which is Operation CeeLo. So I think CeeLo is in England. It's like it's placed in England. I think you're fighting in in London and some shit. I think so. That'd be kind of cool. But yeah, we enjoy. We have a friend, Kaylee. She it's funny because she's not much of a gamer, but she played Dust with us one night, and she fucking fell in love with it, man. And she has a blast. She has a real. The bad thing, she got a boyfriend, and I haven't really seen much of her lately. I mean, whatever. It's been the holidays and stuff, but you know how that works. Sometimes things slow up or get busy or whatever. And speaking of dust, I got some of those dust cows. I don't know where these came from. Some one of the box sets. I'm painting up some official dust cows. Hey, nerd, I've got a few extra things. Do you need any kind of dust stuff? I've got a couple Luthers that I'm not using. I got 6 of them already. I got a couple official Luthers, and I've got oh god, I got one of the mini for that Ace, that German Ace guy, and then I think the other one is that the American superhero guy, Captain Savage or some shit. Who's this? Who's John? John who? Who's John? Which John is this? Hello.
Brian Cottrell, happy New Year, man.
Hey, JC, what's up, brother?
Just popping in to say hi real quick.
Right on, dude.
See how you're doing?
I know, dude. This is my first official live feed type of thing.
Yeah, I'm trying to figure that out too. I'm trying to get a feed for the Patreon.
Right on.
Get folks on and have them ask questions to myself and Ed about upcoming games, any rules questions, whatever they want to talk about.
Right on.
But
so everybody, this is John. This is JC. He is the resident Weird War weirdo over at 2 Hour War Games.
Howdy
He
all.
does all the badass and so much more, obviously. But yeah, so if you guys are into the nuts system and the weird World War II, JC is the man, and the World
Yeah,
War II, and the
putting out
sci-fi.
putting out this month a real but oddball part of the war, which is the Aleutian campaign. So there's a book on the Alaska
Oh
Scouts
yeah,
coming out,
that's cool.
and they had a tank I never heard of before in that campaign.
Really?
The Marmon Carrington light tankette. Never
Yes.
heard of that thing.
Yeah, it's a really early war.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's a
yeah.
very light tank.
But it had a 50 caliber, and the Japanese didn't have any tank stuff on that to speak of. So
Oh,
that'll
there you
do the trick. Yeah.
go. Watch Grandpa talk to himself live. Yeah, thanks. Insert name here. That's me. I'm not quite a grandpa yet, though, but maybe in the next few years, hopefully. But so, how was Christmas and New Year's, dude?
Oh, it's great. My kid's home from college for a little while, so it's fun to catch up with him.
I
And
saw his graduation. That's awesome. Is he over in the den of vipers and snakes?
yes, he is. He's at Berkeley now.
Oh
So,
my God, Berkeley.
but he's a STEM guy. He's an engineering kid, so
Oh,
not
there
as
you
much
go.
craziness there.
Yeah, he'll probably just run into a lot of his own, right? In
Yeah,
that kind
he
of
said
subject matter.
he said most of those folks they hang out at Sproul Plaza and shout at each other.
They just yell at each other.
Stay away
You're
from there.
oppressing me. No, you're oppressing me. You can't live that way. No. Jesus.
That's right.
I couldn't imagine. I'm sure, man. I mean, I remember the campus when I was going. It was weird. I couldn't
Yeah.
imagine what it is like now.
It's not too different, except they've got furries now. That's weird.
Oh, dude. They don't go to school furry, do they?
They do. Some of them do.
No way. So the big thing when I was my last year was like the girls would all go to school with their pajamas on, right?
Yeah.
Like their fuzzy shoes and pajamas and stuff. But yeah, not oh my god, furries. It's funny that you say that because me and Mel were talking about like the genders and all that shit. I'm like, look, none of that's gonna matter because the next big thing is gonna be like that animal morphic
Yeah.
thing. Like I don't identify as a human. I identify as a cat or whatever. So I'm like, oh my god.
Oh, now that may make me think of a really good science fiction series where the main character was a Moreau, right?
Uh-huh.
He was like a kick-ass tiger guy.
Huh. I don't
Um,
remember that.
shoot, it's an old guy, Swanington, something like that was the guy's name.
What was the
Anyways,
show?
oh no, it was a science fiction novel series.
Oh,
Right?
novel. Okay.
Yeah, yeah, and
That's cool.
in the future where basically
That's good.
humanity
What's up, bud?
decided to uplift species for combat and slavery, and
Oh,
then things went sideways, and they gave rights to some of them, not to others. So it's a pretty cool series. I think it's Swan, Andrew Andrew Swan. Yeah, he wrote a bunch of good stuff back in the 80s and 90s.
huh.
S.
Justin,
Andrew
you ever
Swan.
heard of that one? Justin's a big consumer of books.
Yeah,
And that's
Forest of
one
the
thing.
Night, Emperors of Twilight, Fearful Symmetries. Yeah, that was a good series. Hard sci-fi, pretty good stuff.
Man, that's one thing I can't do anymore, man, is read because I'm like 2 pages in, I'm sleeping. I'm like, I'm out. I'm out.
I find I don't have patience for most of the movies I try and watch on Amazon these days. It's just like,
Ah.
okay,
I was talking to Mel just the other day about that. It's like it's so hard to commit to anything, it seems nowadays.
yeah.
It's like, do I want to commit, 2 hours to this turd of a movie or go paint or something or do something
For me,
else?
it's that. Do I do some writing
Yeah.
for Nuts Patreon or just for fun? Because I've done a couple of indie things for Shadow Dark and for another system just for the hell of it.
All right. On.
I've been trying to turn my adventures with my kid from some of the games we did earlier into books. Like one of them is sort of like Warhammer-ish, War of the Roses in England, Dark
Oh, that's cool.
Albion, and the adventure is called Milk and Blood. Right, so you're investigating strange things in a village, and a woman tried to summon a helper spirit and used the wrong stuff and got
Uh-oh.
a demon instead. And it's basically mind controlling people and doing Cthulian things to the town. And
All right on.
yeah, sell for a couple bucks on itch.io. It's never been easier to self publish on Drive Through or Itch or Amazon. It's pretty cool.
Everybody's been yelling at me to. Yeah, dude, you can jump in, Justin. Um, everybody's been wanting me to, you know, get my rule system, that modified battleground, up on the for free or whatever I'm gonna do with it.
Yeah,
So
I think you could just take the rules as is and make few changes to it. That's what was that they did that with another set of rules. Dang it, Arc of Fire. Remember that one?
yeah, Arc of Fire. Yeah,
Yeah, it was totally it's just battleground,
I think the
right?
only thing they did was they changed the scale, didn't they?
Yeah,
What,
yeah.
like
So
20 mil Arc of
you could
Fire?
totally just since you know those rules backwards and forward, just come out with your own. In heck, just make them World War II if you want to, and just kind of even more obfuscate the trail, right? Different
Yeah,
enough.
I mean,
Heck,
so
Mickey Mouse is now up for grabs, right? The
it's
original Steamboat
true.
Willie just became public IP. Put
That's
him in a
true.
game.
They they declared Mickey Mouse a trademark logo, so
Oh, they did.
it's being manipulated through that market now.
Oh, I thought that the original Steamboat Willie 1928 version of Mickey Mouse was up for grabs now. Like just that one,
Mm,
only that design, right?
maybe you'd have to look into it, but I heard something about them trying to do that, so it would extend the copyright.
Yeah, Brian and I tried to get a hold of the Battleground World War II rules and got a hold of one of the authors, but they had a big falling out amongst themselves. And they all kind of went their different directions and nobody knew who had
Oh,
rights to it or
right.
cared anymore, right? So that was a
Uh,
bummer. Yeah.
That was such a strange. We never did get like a straight answer to what happened. You know what I mean? There was some talk
I,
about certain things, but yeah, nothing
yeah.
concrete.
Yeah. Talk about
mm,
some relationship issues, shall we say,
Yeah.
between members
uh,
and the family and members of rules writing community. I don't know. It's all too bad though. It's a great system. It really was fun.
yeah,
So Justin, this is John. John Justin.
John. Oh, so you're saying like the family of one of the people
I don't
was
know for sure.
different?
It's all sorts of. We could never get a clear. Brian said we never get a clear
Yeah.
answer. Just like all of a sudden there
Uh,
was a hard cut between the creators, right, and then parted ways, like on really bad terms.
Yeah, I think there may have been some like illegal dealings possibly, and instead of
mm,
anything getting further, they just closed everything down. They just stopped it or something like that. But again,
mm.
I could never get a straight answer, so I don't know. Don't know. Hell, even James isn't around anymore. Victory Force is off the board.
Yeah, what happened to him? Was it health issues or something? Or
I don't know. I know that he was trying to sell off Victory Force for a long time, and
yeah,
some people, from what I heard through the grapevine, some people were saying he was asking for quite a bit, but
Yeah,
it was pretty extensive mini line though. But all right, nerd, take it easy. Thanks for coming by, sweetie.
party on.
But yeah, I don't know. I actually reached out to him when
Victory
when
Force.
his
I've never
site
heard
was
of this
down.
one.
Victory Force.
Never
Yeah,
heard of it.
yeah. It's
it
a
was Easy 8 Miniatures first. They did the figures for Battleground War II, and his sculpts were kind of like larger than life. Then they got more refined. He had a great figure line, very good action poses. Germans, Americans, a whole bunch of especially sci-fi stuff, World War II stuff. It was really good. Yeah.
Hmm.
realistic like weapons and just, yeah, I don't know
This
what.
bones that I
Pretty
didn't
much
hear
most of my
about.
German and American figures are Victory Force. Then I got first gen non warlord bolt action for my Soviets.
Oh, okay.
First
The assault
gen.
group the assault group are
Uh,
for my Japanese, and for my American Marines.
I used to have some British, but I sold them off. So all I have now is the well, also British Union of Fascists
He's got
box set.
Mosley and his crew, the
Mosley.
warlord. Yeah.
Yeah, I've got my unpainted Alaska Scouts on the workbench now. I got to get to sometime this month and do some games. So these guys were like totally irregular troops. Most of them were none of them are formal military. The U.S. Army was like, we need people to go scout the Japanese and the Aleutians. Who knows how to do that? Oh, Native Inuit hunters,
Yeah.
trappers, hard ass miners, hard rock miners, all sorts of guys. And they put them through a boot camp to learn every weapon they could, and then just sent them off. They did all these sneaky peeky commando raids, behind Japanese lines, scouted out their positions, did special ops stuff. It's pretty amazing. I knew nothing about it.
Well, didn't
Yeah.
when the Canadians and the Americans landed, there was like they weren't there.
Oh, that's later though, right? That was the something special forces, right? I'm talking before that. So
Oh, okay.
the Alaska National Guard formed up, and the U.S. Army said, "Hey, we're going to take over these guys, and we need special forces to go scout Attu and these other islands." So
Okay.
these guys were in
Mhm.
it from the beginning. I mean, they were behind the lines on Attu and these other islands, right? They scouted out Kiska as well. That's where the main Japanese force was still holed up, was at Kiska. But by the time the Allies decided we'll get all our ducks in a row and have more support and learn from that too, the Japanese actually snuck away. They got a
Yeah.
whole task group in there under cover of fog and bad weather and got all their guys off the island. So
Yeah, that's what was crazy is when they landed. I guess it was foggy. There was a bunch of friendly fire
yeah,
casualties, but then they're like, "Where the hell?" They're like, they were gone.
yeah, yeah.
Didn't
But not
even
Atsu.
know.
Atsu was like one of
Mm.
the first bonsai charges the Americans faced was, after the Japanese finally got pinned down on this ridge, they decided they'd try and do a breakout to the beach where all the supplies were stacked up and the first aid tents were all right. They almost got there. They got into some of it and they hit this little hillock, this rise that Engineer Hill, or this engineering team just dug in and held on. Some of the Alaska scouts were in that too. There's like
Wow.
300 guys in that charge, right?
Huh.
Mm.
So
Man, can you
Yeah.
imagine sitting
never
in a
hear of that stuff.
foxhole, 300 screaming Japanese running at you?
And it's like 10 below zero, and you're freezing your butt off, and you don't have cold weather. Our guys there didn't have cold weather gear. They're supposed to go to North Africa, right?
Good
They've been
lord.
trending North
Yeah.
Africa. Like, oh yeah, we're going to invade Attu with desert gear. That'll be good.
It's like detour. You're not going to North Africa, fellas. You're
Yeah,
going somewhere north.
yeah. I tried to build that
Mm.
into the Nuts campaign stuff. Like when you finish a campaign, there's a chance you get someplace else. You get sent somewhere else, right?
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
like the what was it, British Seventh Infantry? They call them the Globetrotters. They went everywhere.
Yeah.
They were in France and Norway. Then they went to North Africa. Then they went to the Madagascar campaign. Then to India, and then back to Africa, and then
Oh,
D-Day.
what's the mechanic you're using?
Oh, it's a 2d6 system, so
Okay.
it's designed for platoon level, squad to platoon.
No, no,
Uh,
no, for the redeployment.
oh, it's a in between campaign. It's basically a dice roll mechanic, right? Based upon
Yeah.
what year of the war, what theater you're in. There's a chance your unit gets sent
Yeah.
someplace else, and then there's a downtime month before you get to the new theater and continue
Yeah.
your campaign. So you could technically go from the beginning of the war to the end, right, with the same star. Basically, it's built around the big man concept of your star, your John Wayne figure, and then you have your squad and your platoon around you. Um,
Hmm.
it's also designed for solo and co-op, so I mostly play it with co-op with my friends. So the paper pencil AI system moves all the enemy forces, and then it has a blind movement system of markers that you don't know what it is until you spot it, and it could be something, could be nothing. And it's all mission based, right? There's no point system. It's basically you got what you got. You have a
I hate
squad,
Yeah, I like that.
you know, and you can win based upon the mission, so you don't have to like get extra points. Like some of the Eastern Front missions are brutal for the Soviets. It's like just delay the Russians for the Germans for 10 turns, and you win. That's it.
Well,
It's
Don't let
true.
them get off the table in 10 turns, and you won. You got one
yeah.
guy left. You won. You know.
I don't know about
I'm iffy
that.
on that kind of stuff.
I think in like in the rules that I did, it's like there's a mechanic where a certain percentage of your army is either dead or in disorder that
You
you basically
lose.
surrender
Yeah.
or you flee the field because if
Well, that
there's
might
no
happen, but since it's a mission objective, most of those are like
yeah,
the Germans are doing a push, right? They need to break through a defensive line in a certain time period to continue the encirclement.
Yeah.
Okay,
Well,
right?
There's a reason why the Germans in World War II ordered the execution of all commissars, right? Because if they didn't kill the commissar, the Russians wouldn't surrender because the commissar would order the families to be executed.
Yeah.
So you know,
Yeah, that's crazy.
That's
Yeah,
yeah,
and it's in the game too. If you want to
the,
have a commissar figure, it's got a
yeah,
attribute called ruthless. So basically,
uh,
if your troops are retreating, the commissar figure can do an automatic rally attempt and shoots a friendly figure and does a rally attempt.
Yeah.
yeah.
That's pretty
Shadwo,
good.
how you doing?
Shadow's in the house. Right on. Shadow, join up, man. We got 3 more spots.
Yeah.
Just painting and jaw jacking.
Uh, yeah.
And we need a. So Justin's an old. Well, he's a war gamer, but he hasn't done it in a while. We need to get him
Yeah.
back on the horse.
I don't know. Got no passion for it these days.
Didn't you say you did it with your grandpa?
Yeah. My grandpa does the old school soldiers and stuff. I used to play like BattleTech in high school and
Ah,
a little
BattleTech's awesome.
Void.
Yeah.
And then I got into bolt action for a while there. And then I started going to the Ontario Soldier Society, Model Soldier Society, with my
Come on in, Joe.
grandfather, and
The link's in the chat, bro.
some guys there were doing the Napoleonic stuff, and that's how I got into that.
That's cool.
Yeah,
I decided I keep all my stuff at skirmish level.
yeah,
I don't have the patience to paint stuff anymore. That's as cool to see Brian painting. It's motivational for me. So, I love doing the diorama part. Like I love doing the buildings, the train, even vehicles. But like I love basing and staging the figures, but then painting them, just like,
Yeah.
Well,
I was the
I
same way.
buried my paint desk in like storage supplies, moving stuff around, and it stayed like that for a decade. So it's I gotta set that stuff back up and get the motivation to paint again
well,
if I want to.
if there's a local game club near you, like near my area, you can just show up and play, and people have all the lead, have terrain and
Yeah,
amazing stuff. You don't have to have anything. Just show up and say, "Hey, I'd love to get into this game."
yeah.
And sometimes the
That's
guys put like these massive spectacle games on with like Waterloo, you know.
that's how it was when I played Napoleonics.
Yeah,
I never bought any of that stuff,
yeah.
but if I got back into painting, it would be mostly just for model work or dioramas or whatever.
Yeah, I just man, my eyes are just old, dude. My eyes are shot.
Yeah.
But now they got that 3D printer, John. Shit, dude. I'm printing up like nuts, dude. Tons of shit.
Yeah, the next
Well,
step in the next couple of years, you're going to get full color 3D
I
print.
know.
No
yeah.
more painting; it comes right off the printer, right?
I'll
I
be
made
there.
I made the argument with Shadow that if you're doing
There's
skirmish
Shadow.
games, if you're doing skirmish games, go for the larger miniatures, man.
Shadow. Welcome, welcome.
So,
Man,
guys,
you gotta fix this layout here, man.
Okay, hold on a second. What do you need? You need this like me siring over everybody?
I'll clean the window up, and I got to drop off in a couple minutes. I just wanted to pop in and say howdy, hi, and meet people.
I'm not sure how to
nice to
do
meet
it.
you, John.
Nice to meet you, Shadow. How you doing?
There we go.
Pretty good. Pretty good.
Nice to meet you
Happy
as
New
well,
Year,
good
all.
sir.
Yep.
Do you got
Good day.
anything, you got anything coming up, John? Any like go ahead and plug your stuff too, brother.
Oh well, I'm not here to plug, but yeah, I
Hey,
love.
this is Weird War too,
my
bro,
main,
and you're
that's my main
sharply into
outlet
it.
is writing. So yeah, I've got a bunch of stuff coming up. Got a Nuts Company Commander game coming out later in the year. It'll have a Weird War supplement. It'll be company level Weird War, right? So like platoons of zombies and power armor and mechs and stuff like that. But
Sweet.
and, just writing, got a bunch of Weird War stuff scheduled for Patreon, the Patreon content. Each one's like a booklet. So if you guys have ideas, right? It's just frustrating. There's so many cool things you could do with World War II. Like I just watched a short video about the last night. This Czech
Oh
guy
yeah.
who's eccentric as hell, right? He
Yeah.
stylizes himself as a medieval knight, like shows up on the border when the Germans are coming across into Czechoslovakia and like stops an armored column, and they're so confused, like, what is this guy doing on the road with like a lance and armor, right? So what if you weird that thing out? Now he's like a supernatural knight or something, right? Or the last castle, like at the end of the war, and the war is technically over. An SS unit's holding a town. This is like for real, right? In like Bavaria, they're holding a town hostage, refuse to surrender, and the American unit and a local German Wehrmacht unit combined to assault the castle to take down the SS and save the. That's like that happened for real, right? So you can weird that stuff out all day long. So, ideas. You just need ideas,
It sounds like I've got this old, I think it's Task Force Games, Castle Volkensburg or something like that. It was a little card and counter. Anybody remember that?
Oh, interesting.
No.
I
I've seen that one.
It was like it had a bunch of different scenarios, and one of them included like trolls and things like that. But you got your World War II dudes. But inside the castle is, wizards and all kinds of, Dungeons and Dragons kind of stuff. Or it could be werewolves or, regular troops. But I love those old little pocket envelope games that you could just take to school and play. In the cafeteria.
I do remember those.
Yeah,
I've got like all. I've got literally like. I think out of all of them, all the different companies, I'm missing like 15 tops. From Heritage, Avalon Hill, Micro Games, TSR.
Monsters that ate Sheboygan. Remember that one?
That's not a pocket, or maybe it was.
It was a pocket.
But
Pocket game. Yeah.
Because every time I see it, it's like the regular kind of like box set, 8.5 by 11 box.
Originally, it was a dinky game, right? And it's like all those ones like Asteroid and Luna Strike and Titan and stuff like that, right?
Yep, I've got almost all of those.
Yeah.
The only ones I don't have are most of the historical ones from Micro Games and a few of the TSR ones. But I got the ones from Heritage. Some of those are incredibly expensive. The Heritage made 8 of them, and each one of them is $100 or more. Barbarian Prince, Dragon Rage, Grab Armor. Some of them, Goblin and Grab Armor, are like $50.
Of course, I got rid of those so long ago. I had all those, I made my
Love
own
them.
versions of them.
Ogre was one of them, of course. Titan, Sticks and Stones. I want to play that one at least once. Trailblazer, Warp War.
Rivets was funny,
I never played that one, and I don't own Titan, but I know my son would love that because it's bugs fighting bugs.
Yeah. Well, I did my Weird War book for nuts, and it's everything. Like literally, it's the kitchen sink. It
is
any combo stuff you can think of: Colt, Eldritch Horror, Diesel Mech Punk, rocket packs, ray guns, magic, psionic powers. I did a book that came out with aliens. Basically, if you want to have like Weird War aliens landing in Normandy, there's some weird stuff happening there too. Like there are Normandy civilians who swear that they encountered Nordic alien pilots and all sorts of weird stuff, right? So, yeah,
they're just albinos, man.
That's right.
I do a paranormal show. I do a paranormal show on Saturdays, and we've touched on some of that stuff. There is some weird crap if you look through history. Some weird crap that just doesn't make sense.
And I love.
Then again, it could all just be their version of science fiction.
I love the whole Cthulhu idea of life. The universe is not as we perceive it. It's like deeper, weirder, stranger. And now, of course, with science giving us quantum mechanics, we know that reality is only as we perceive it with our limited senses, right? It's totally trippy, but yeah, I mean, there's monsters and madness in that book, and it's fun to do Cthulhian type stuff. And I've got Brian, I got a Golden Age book in draft. Golden Age Nut Heroes,
sweet.
yeah. So they're old school heroes, right? They're not like the new ones with like laser beam eyes and all sorts of crazy powers. The guys, it's funny. The superheroes in the old Golden Age were like super simple. I punch things really hard. I run really fast. I jump really high. Right?
They're usually like a one trick thing.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
they
Yeah.
weren't like these gods.
Yeah, I treat the godlike supers as basically an artillery strike on the whole table. So if two godlike supers fight it out on the table, you should just take cover because
Yeah,
they're throwing tanks around.
That's awesome.
Killing more of their own people than the other side.
That's right.
It's just they look around and they're still they're all beat up, but the whole world around them is just devastated.
You just replace the table with a crater.
Exactly. That's like
Uh,
what was the game Renegade Legion Centurion? Fossa
Yeah.
did another system off of BattleTech.
Oh no way! I've got that. I've got that game. Trip out.
Yeah, and they've got the Thor's Hammer Strike. Basically, you can have orbital strikes. You can just basically replace part of the table with
Yeah.
a mushroom cloud.
a rod from God.
That's right, rod from God.
Uh,
I've never even read that game, but I do have it. It's amazing some of the shit you come across these days.
It was such a good game that it cannibalized BattleTech sales. That's why they shut it down. Right?
Oh,
People
really?
got more excited about the mechanics and the universe of Renegade Legion because BattleTech just over productized itself, right? And then the Renegade Legion came out. It's basically the Empire versus the Rebels, right? Put it crudely. And the people loved the background, the aliens, the design, the artwork. It was all new. And then Fossa realized, oh, our BattleTech sales are slumping, and they're all going into Centurion and Renegade Legion. So we'll shut that sucker down.
Shit.
Yeah.
I'm surprised they didn't just merge it somehow.
Nah, that's the same thing Games Workshop did to Mordheim, right? Mordheim got me back into Games Workshop gaming, and then they did the same thing. It was cannibalizing Warhammer sales and like shut it down.
yeah.
Was that why? I didn't know
Yeah.
that.
Yeah.
The problem with that is like I would never play Warhammer Fantasy, but Mordheim has intrigued me ever since I heard of it. I just missed it, right? Like it was
has a
was
warband
over.
skirmish system. I mean, people still play it. You can still get it off the web, right? And so you don't need to buy like a giant army. You buy like 10 figures and you're good to go.
Yeah,
right?
but the thing with that kind of game is it's more likely to get someone like me buying more miniatures than an army builder, because like I can buy one and play with it until I'm bored, then buy another one. Where if I have to buy an entire fucking army, I'll just nope on that.
Yep.
Unless I'm like really intrigued with something, like the British Union that I got for bolt action. That's like 30 guys, and they're all pretty much wearing the same thing.
Yeah.
Jumpsuits.
Yeah,
Yeah, I get that.
but like when I want to expand on that, I can piecemeal it with British troops or whatever, right? Because do a weird war or whatever.
Yeah.
But I don't have to sit there and point out an entire fucking army.
Yeah, we want a game, not a way of life. You know. Sorry about that.
I don't need a less enjoyable Coke habit. Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, so Shadow, real quick. JC's in the den of vipers in your state. He's a Californian too.
Yeah.
Aren't you in San Francisco, John?
I'm in San Jose. Yeah.
San Jose.
Oh, okay.
So you're not in the toilet.
I'm up in the high desert, about an hour west of LA, unfortunately.
Like Lancaster, Edwards, or were you?
Yeah. I'm like 15 minutes away from Skunk Works.
Okay, cool. Yeah, my sister lived in Lancaster because her husband worked at Skunk Works for a while, and then north of Grumman on the B2. So that's where you go.
Yeah,
My boys in my boys in JROTC. So one weekend a month he's over at that little air park they got with all the old airplanes.
Yeah, that's a cool air park. Yeah.
And he's out there scrubbing the planes and junk.
Yeah, my son is in the. He's an engineering student. He's in the rocketry club, and they're just out at the far site, past Mojave, the rocket test site. So that's pretty cool. Yeah.
Weren't you into satellites or something, JC?
Yeah, a long time ago, my first career was in space industry, doing satellite and rocket launches and stuff like that as a PR marketing policy guy. It was fun.
Uh,
These days, not so much. Another weird
I,
idea that.
I worked at the Bush Plane Heritage Museum for a while in
Oh, neat.
Like
Sault
bush
Ste.
planes,
Marie.
like in the country, like the bush. Of,
Yeah, like water bombers and
gotcha,
stuff like
gotcha.
that.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, you get that little airplane dropping off toilet paper to some small town out in the middle of nowhere.
Well, I got to drop off. It's good to meet you all. And
Yeah.
You too, man. You too. Come back.
Not working, or my camera's not working. I'd have my camera on, but another time.
Yeah, I made these guys sit through an avatar for a year.
Yeah, he did. He's building up.
Talk to y'all later.
All right, brother.
Party
Take
on,
it easy,
man.
man.
Party on.
Take care, man. Happy New Year, buddy. So is that your New Year's resolution there, Justin?
What?
To bring your actual face onto the public?
No. I meant to do it a while ago. Things kept coming up, and I said, "Fuck it." I'll just put a sheet.
You
on
know
the
what
wall
though?
like
You
a
know what though?
mattress.
A lot of people I know are trying to do like new shit this year, so that's awesome. Now put up some content, dude. So next time Bear has one of those live streams, you can come on.
Yeah. I don't know. I'm supposed to be doing something in the next month or so, but
Cool. I spent the whole day started to clean up the studio and reorganize the stuff in the background and change things up. I'm going to install some lights tomorrow or the next day, so I have better lighting and special effects. I got this set of these strip lights. They're like little LEDs, and it's got a little remote, and you can get all
Yeah.
kinds of cool effects. And
Is there a weird like echo or something coming from Shadow? Like
he's really
Distortion?
loud. You can turn him down with that little bar at the bottom of his.
yeah, I'm outside, so who knows?
Yeah.
I don't normally use this device for this, but I didn't want to
Yeah.
go up and get the laptop and.
there we go.
I was in Bloodworth's Castles and Crusades game for the last like 3 hours. That was fun.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, insert name here says my New Year's resolution is to be a constrained and not change the shit.
Okay.
Yeah.
Right.
You can bring that up.
There we go. All right. Nice. Look at that shit.
It's very-
Woo! Look at me.
That's it.
No, I got all kinds of new shit planned for this year. Jackie's show was really good last night.
Dude, that was a crazy show, dude.
Yeah. It was a little too crazy even for me.
Yeah, well, he's he's 15, and he does things a lot differently than we do, and how we grew up. And they've got all kinds of different things they can do when they're online besides just sit and watch. I don't get some of it, but
Yeah. That shit's no different than what was that show, the cartoon based on the cards that were like making fun of the Cabbage Patch Kids, the Garbage Pail
Pail.
Kids.
Yeah.
Well, that's just no different than that.
I didn't
Yeah.
watch the video. But I mean, you guys are talking about SpongeBob and all that, and I'm like,
Yeah.
Well, here's the thing: there's no SpongeBob in the playlist.
Yeah.
There's this YouTuber who made his break in YouTube by making these conspiracy theories about hidden stuff in SpongeBob.
gotcha.
Okay, and because he was doing that, he was getting famous for that. But he really wanted to be a filmmaker, and so he made a film that incorporated the sort of position he was in, where he was getting typecast or whatever you want to call it as the SpongeBob guy, and that's not what he wanted to do. But it took off so well that he's kind of a fool not to run with it for a while.
Yeah.
And his break from that was this movie and another movie he's working on, and it's kind of for what he had to work with, it's actually pretty good. It gives you a good idea what what a couple of people and a few $1,000s could do, and create something that really took off because the kids had to go and follow the clues online and find the other videos to put the story together. Hence the alternate reality game moniker.
YouTube used to have a lot more functions to allow you to do stuff like that. There was a multiple choice thing you could set up at the end of your videos for a while there, and they axed that, and it really sucked because there were a few of those that were really fun where you'd watch like a video and it'd give you 3 or 4 options, like how you have the
like a choose your own adventure.
Yeah, like a choose your own adventure.
That would be awesome.
And
that would be awesome.
There was a way to do that on YouTube for a while there.
They should have kept that. That would have been, Jackie would have loved that, because that's what he's doing right now. One of his side projects is making something similar to that, where you watch a video, you find clues, and that'll lead you to another video. I didn't even watch YouTube prior to making the channel. I knew it was there. Every once in a while, I'd use it to go watch like an old rock and roll video from MTV or something. Otherwise, I was doing other stuff. I was just like not online for like almost anything except my eBay business. And back in what was it? 2018 or something like that. We started doing the channel, and I started learning that YouTube had a bunch of cool videos, crafting and gaming videos and stuff. And I could have gone my whole life never going on YouTube at all had it not been for him and his recommendations. So
when YouTube was just cat videos and shit like that, I fucking hated it. But when they started making the video formats longer, like they started making them, like they went from 5 to 10 minutes, and gaming started to show up on YouTube. But that's when it became appealing. Like I used to have a Minecraft, like this channel. This name is for like a fucking Minecraft channel.
Really?
And I played Minecraft a lot.
My kids were huge into Minecraft, dude.
Yeah, it was.
Me and the boy played. We played a bit of it for a while. We had some fun with it, but I can never get into the blocky style. I was
the same way.
It's just
But like players were making their own like games and stuff, and I think there was a big draw to that. Yeah,
you can make your own games.
Jackie and his friends, they play a lot of different games like that, and admittedly, it had a lot of, I mean, you could do a lot with it, more than any other game, and to this day, I mean, there's a whole bunch of people we know that still do Minecraft videos and play Minecraft and all that, and I just really couldn't, if it wasn't for Jackie, I would have never played it even once. Not really a big video game guy. I used to be a long time ago, not really a long time ago, but less than 6-7 years ago, I played a lot of video games, but then I just got bored with it, and like Jackie will say, I end up falling asleep with a controller in my hand, and like I'd rather do a whole lot of other things. So this year I'm going to try and actually read some books. I'm going to start reviewing Top Secret, the different editions, all the modules and that stuff, and just try to do some different stuff.
I think Top Secret would be a lot of fun because you could see just how much the world has changed. Like all the missions and everything. That'd be kind of interesting.
And I've got, unlike Ravenloft, I've got all but 2 or 3 of everything they ever made for the game. Now they also made some graphic novels and some novels and comic books, and I'll probably grab that stuff too, because the Agent 13 little spin-off they had, which was very pulpy, very I'm not sure exactly the year, but easily throw in Nazis and that sort of thing. Uh, Agent 13 was kind of like the Shadow, but with a little bit different skill set, but still that kind of a character. You
Mhm.
know, it looked like a lot of fun, and the very first Top Secret was kind of, it was a product of its time. But then
Yeah, that's fair.
the second version, SI Special Investigations, was freaking a great game, and I've got
I think
so
I
many great
played the
memories.
first edition. That's the only one I've ever played.
Yeah, it was pretty weak, but it had a lot of stuff for it, and for the time, early '80s, it was groundbreaking. You get to be James Bond, you get to do all this crap, work your way up, and go on missions, and you'd be lucky if you had 10, 12 hit points. So if you got shot, it was, it was a big deal. Yeah, pretty much. But if you manage to survive and keep going, you could get pretty cool. Whereas the second game is got sort of like a kind of like a point buy system with some of the abilities, so you can really tailor make a character that's a lot more
Mhm.
survivable or a lot more worldly or hell downright rich as hell. You could have all the money, but not a lot of other things, because to make it fair or whatever. But I honestly think I might use that as opposed to Amazing Adventures for the Nazi dinosaur cults in Antarctica, because I don't like the idea of you know having scores and scores of hit points and a bullet, doing a D6, a D8, and you've got
Yeah,
42 hit points. It's like I just don't
Yeah.
like that. It just doesn't feel real. It just feels
yeah,
like you can literally shoot yourself in the leg and walk it off.
yep.
You know, it just doesn't have the realism. Hey, what's up, buddy?
Are you live?
Yeah,
Oh, because I was about to say, gay.
there's no such thing.
What do you say,
That's you.
gay?
Yeah, who the fuck is that?
That's you and me.
When?
When I was very young, I guess.
I've never had a mustache like that or wore anything like that.
This is
Oh,
photo
let's see it.
evidence right
Dude, that's not me.
here.
Let's see
It's
it.
not
How do
me.
I?
It's literally him.
It's just a
see it.
black screen,
Oh,
bro.
it's just the
I
black
can't
screen.
see it.
Yeah,
Dang it.
yeah.
Dude,
I
that's
can't-
Oh,
not me.
it literally turned off. That's why.
It's so not me.
No.
I've never worn a headband like that. I don't have
Oh,
a
a
black
headband
mustache.
and a mustache. Let's see
Wait,
that
can you
shit,
see it?
Jackie. Ah!
Yeah, that's
not me.
Shadwell.
That's me right there.
Holy
And that's
shit.
him.
Yeah,
That's
that's
Photoshop. I've
Shadwell.
never
That
even
looks
owned
exactly
glasses
like
like
him.
that.
That looks like him right now.
You saw it here first, people.
No.
Yeah.
Yep.
I don't know what kind of Photoshop witchcraft you're doing.
This
there.
was back in when my mom just had this photo saved to her phone.
It's not me. It's got to be somebody else.
It's literally you.
It's-
My goodness, this is.
Oh man, you just got
It's
outed,
impossible.
Shadow, as a
I have
hippie.
never had a black mustache in my life.
It's not black.
Yeah.
Right.
Before it went gray, then it was the same color. Because it's not really gray. My beard's gray. No.
My mom said, "It's you. That's a photo of you."
He's gonna beat him now. See, ladies and gentlemen,
Be
I have to
authoritarian
apologize.
and tell him what to do.
If you hear any kind of child abuse, Weird World War II does not,
Yeah. What was up with
suggest
that? I didn't see that. I didn't see any of the video stuff until after it was posted. I was planning all month to get ready for it.
What video
Yeah,
stuff?
right. Insert no. No, that's seriously, it's somebody else. I've never owned glasses like that, never had a mustache like that. I've always had this. The pointy part came later, but always this. As long as Jackie's been alive. I don't know what. I think it's his uncle.
No. It's you.
No, it really
His
isn't.
uncle's in prison.
True.
Wink, wink. Oh wait, I can do that now.
It's just a fetal.
Yes, it is. I am disputing it right now.
It's a photo of you.
No, it can't be. It's got to be one of your uncles.
Because this is in our house.
Let me see it.
Sure, it wasn't a Halloween or that chin looks a little thick
What,
to not be you.
photos.
No, it isn't. Oh my God, that's so not me. Oh my God. Okay. Yeah. No, he's just screwing around.
This is you. This is Shadwell.
No,
That is so obviously Shadwell.
I wish I was that skinny.
You were that
dude.
skinny.
I know I was, but I mean now.
You
No,
need to
it's-
send that out to the masses.
Yeah.
the
You need to-
mustache,
Shadwell exposed.
the
You
mustache
need
and
to put
glass
that on a shirt.
and a headband. Yeah, I know, right? No, because I saw the picture that's below it. That's clearly somebody else.
Yeah, but
No,
The
that,
guy's got way better teeth than me. That alone proves it.
no,
Well,
that second
you
photo
should have better
is
teeth
not
than me.
the same person. But they're different people. This is you.
It's the same freaking mustache, glasses, headband.
There you go, Shadow. Insert a name. Said you're the
This is
third.
you.
You're the
This is
third
my mom.
Corsican brother.
I know. That's exactly
No,
what it looks like.
That's my mom, just with
Shut
the
fuck
fake
up.
mustache
What
on.
is it?
That is so my mom. Okay.
Oh man, that's great.
Glad I could make you guys laugh, but I don't know.
Shadwell, I still think it's you.
Of course you do.
It was that awkward phase you're going through, man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
See, here's another photo.
I have never owned round like John Lennon
It's because
sunglasses.
it was a call that you guys run, and you were both wearing it,
It was a what?
like some sort of call.
No.
That was
Look,
one of your.
that is Shadwell right there.
That's one of your incognitos. You're undercover right there.
That's Shadwell. That's
Let me
you.
see. Let me see. Hold on.
Let's show it. Let the world see
No.
That's you.
Oh, you know what?
It is.
It could be, but they superimposed shit over me. I have to-
Jackson.
Now,
Poor
this was-
Jack.
This was
I
Jack,
never owned.
man.
Why were you dressed like that then, with the funny flowery headband?
I've never owned one of those or seen one of those.
Look at that. That is Shadwell.
it. Oh my
No, I-
god.
Yeah,
Mustache
it
covers
is.
it up, but it's them.
No, it really isn't.
I want to clarify. Shadwell's the guy sitting in the chair there. That's Shadow.
Oh
This is
man.
Shadow.
I think. Hey, Justin. I think we have a new
Get his
sticker for some T-shirts.
Yeah, you gotta send me
Good luck with that.
Jackson, man. Jack,
That reminds me, I have to
you gotta
set
get
every
that
alarm in
photo
the
to
house
me.
so I don't miss tomorrow's show.
What? Yeah,
Yeah.
It's like fucking 3 in the afternoon there, man.
Well, here it's 9:30 in the morning, and I had stayed up till 4 or 5 o'clock in the morning that night. So nothing was wake. I didn't wake up until the show was over by like 30, 40 minutes. So
Yeah. Well, I told you, man. You don't need to come by no more. We replaced you with a cardboard cutout of the squirrel hermit. So sometimes be played by the actual squirrel hermit.
dude, I have missed but one show with
It
Huckleberry.
doesn't matter, man.
You know, it's funny because me and Mel went. And I think we're having brunch or something during that time, and when I went back and rewatched it, you guys are all talking about miniature wargaming and shit. I'm like, shit, that would have been the show I'd
Hey,
wanted
you,
to
can,
put
you,
on.
can take, you can take me off the big screen.
Aren't you? Oh,
No.
No.
You gotta intentionally do that, bro.
No,
there you go.
let's go. It's cold out here.
Do that?
No.
No, that's my mom dying of laughing because it's so you.
Yeah, with Photoshop bullshit over
We
me.
didn't have
No, there's
photos
nothing Photoshop there, man.
in 2013 when those photos were taken. Look how young
That's
I
the
was.
pure and unadulterated Shadow.
That is.
There's
You're
no
just
Shadwell going on
hoping.
there.
With the fact that you have been exposed as a hippie.
Hippie.
Fucking
Anybody who
hippie.
knows how much I hate hippies.
Hippie's cool. You know?
You shouldn't hate yourself so much, bro.
Yeah.
Hey, I'm not Connell. Knock it off.
Yes. Self-loathing there. Come on now.
Yeah.
Are you
Love
kidding?
yourself. That's the hippie way. Oh man.
Well, love yourself.
Yeah, you
Love-
have been exposed
Love the weed.
Love yourself, man. Love yourself, man.
the other way. You really
Yell
are.
about the system while being the biggest
Hey.
system shield that ever existed.
It's all good, dude. It's all good.
Yeah, I honestly have no reason to believe that's accurate. because there's a picture underneath it on the phone that somebody else dressed like that. And I think he might have just, pulled shit off like the headband and glasses, because I've never owned glasses like that. I've always either had the either completely clean shaven, like you saw in that one picture, Justin, or the freaking Van Dyke.
Yeah, I don't got
Beard.
that picture no more. It scared me too much. I had to get rid of
It
it.
scares you too much. Yeah,
I have
it's
that. I have that one picture of you and Jack
Jackie.
like, when
It's
he's
the same one.
small. Oh, okay, yeah.
It's the same one.
It scared me too much.
Yeah, I'll give you guys something to really give me shit for later when Jackie and I do the picture for a game book we're actually going to be in.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
Just waiting for the delivery of a jacket and a telescope, and then we're gonna.
You
us,
name the game?
Yeah, we're gonna be like. There's gonna be a picture of us as D&D characters in the book.
That's awesome.
What book?
If I told you, I'd have to kill you. So
Is it Arwen?
Can't
could
say.
be.
Tell me offline.
Yeah, sure.
It could be the newest edition of Pathfinder too.
Yeah.
Oh God, are you high? Have you literally been smoking butt crack or something? Because there ain't no way.
Pezo's like, hey, come on up. We'll put you in our book.
They do not have that kind of money. They really don't. But actually, Jackie and I are working on a couple of different games as playtesters, or at least we're supposed to be. I kid you not. He's had. It's been like 6 months at least since we played a game, like a board game, role playing game, or what have you, together. Kind of sucks. He's still got the better part of 2 weeks off from school, and I seriously doubt we'll even get a friggin' board game in.
I popped something up there. I want you to show.
Is that you? Show
Yeah,
that.
that's me.
Let's see how I do this. Put that up there.
Yeah.
And maximize it.
I don't care if you maximize it, man. I want you. This is Canadian prices. I want you to.
So, ladies and gentlemen, if you want to purchase that,
Don't forget these are Canadian prices. They'll be cheaper in America land.
America land.
No, I'm saying you look like Elvis Presley in that picture.
I do not look like Elvis Presley. I look like freaking.
Okay, you can stop
Tommy
sharing that
Tong.
now.
I look like John Lennon.
Found my copy of Pathfinder. You can't tell me that isn't accurate.
That game's just for some folks I get why they would like it, but for me it's too much work.
Did you read?
Yeah.
You sure?
Yeah, I did.
Yeah.
I've seen it before though, I think.
Yes, you have. It's like the third shirt I made.
That's something else I need to do. I need to make some swag. It's on the agenda this
I
year.
hear you. Jackie's actually working on a couple of things, but he's also working on a couple other things, which always take precedence. So
I need to pick up one. I need to pick up a Hungar shirt.
No,
I gotta find mine. I'm 100% certain Jackie's mom tossed it or hid it or something because it had.
Yeah, well, you got the one I designed.
Is that the couch one?
Scantily dressed women on it. Yeah. Hey, did I ever tell you? I went into Walmart the last time I wore the shirt. I went into Walmart wearing it, and someone said, "Hey, is that you?" Are you fucking blind?
Well, you got a beard like him and all, kind of.
Yeah, but
you're white and you're white.
We're not the same. I don't wear glasses. Shit like that. There's just. It was funny, but
maybe he was flirting with you.
No, I'm pretty sure that wasn't the case. Although that's happened a couple of times lately. It's kind of disconcerting.
Hey, at least somebody likes you, right?
Yeah,
It's a community that doesn't understand no means no. Fuck, man.
I don't
Hey,
know.
baby. You say hi? Check it
Hey,
out.
Mel.
We got our own
Hey guys.
video thing.
You do.
Isn't that
That's
cool?
Hello.
Yeah.
Hey, Mel.
Nails.
Can you tell Brian to stop being so creepy?
Oh,
That's a lost cause right there, guys.
sorry.
Hey,
Okay, show them your nails. I can get a big size. Here, right here, this camera.
I know they're not done. They're
Oh.
they're little. See,
Well, no,
they
they
have
got.
like little voodoo dolls and hearts. They're not long.
Can't see when they're moving it, but anyway.
Yeah.
Very cool.
Let's see if I can.
Hey,
get
did you watch
There you
the
go.
award show together? Oh, okay, that's cute.
Yeah.
There you go.
Yeah.
Now you broke the camera. It's all blurry now. That's probably.
Ow!
She hasn't seen it. I told her that we were voted the best
Attitude.
coolest couple,
Oh yeah.
attitude, or the cutest
I don't know.
female
Ah.
of the group.
Just go watch it with her. It's hard to watch because the camera is dying on us, and it was super dark, even though it was actually pretty well lit in the room.
She did
but
watch it. Remember, you said, "Oh, I like Shadow's tree."
Oh yeah.
Because we saw your living room, and I'm like,
Oh,
"Yeah,
gosh.
Shadow's like."
that
Yeah.
tree
Nice
was
house.
gorgeous.
I noticed I didn't get an award.
because you haven't made a video.
That's besides the point. You should have given me an award just for the
A
sake
lifetime
of it.
achievement of not having video award.
If I was going to do that, I would have done the same with Omen. Come on, man.
No, Omen's all bald and shit.
You know he's watching y'all.
Oh shit!
Y'all are so awful.
Hey, dude. I'm serious. When I saw that video of Jackie's, that playlist, I'm like, holy crap! Justin's secret identity revealed. You guys could seriously be related.
Nah.
Yeah, kind of.
Who? Jackie and you?
No,
No,
the guy from
Justin
that
and
video.
Alex Bale.
Oh, okay.
I don't know who that is.
That's the guy from the Muse.
Yeah, I still don't know who it is.
I like the band.
No,
No,
the playlist Jackie wanted us to watch.
Oh, gotcha.
Oh my God.
See, we're getting the real Shadow now, guys. He's beating his dog, and
No, I love that dog. He's the best dog I've ever owned, to be honest. I will miss him dearly when he's gone, but I will replace him with 2 more.
Insert name here. I am not Jordan Peterson. I can never earn that award.
oh, Jordan Peterson, the shrink, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I got a picture of him. I'll bring it up.
Whatever happened to him? Is he still around? Did he lose his license? Did he follow the guidelines of the fascists?
Well,
You mean
not
go to
fascist.
re-education camp? I don't know. Any day I expect to see him next to Julian Assange in freaking exile or whatever they want to call that. Freaking
Isn't that motherfucker in Russia or something?
Ecuador, I want to say.
Ecuador? Oh, okay.
He was in their embassy.
Yeah.
I put a picture of Kermit the Frog up there, or Jordan Peterson, for you to put on the screen.
Okay.
Howdy, folks! I gotta tell you about your penis and how it needs to be washed.
It needs to be washed.
Wow.
Trust me, I know more about your penis than you do.
Wash your penis, clean your room.
Clean your room.
It's how you save Western civilization.
Oh, jeez.
This is 12 rules for being.
Yeah, I never did any smuggling there, insert.
What do you mean? You're the world's most notorious coke smuggler.
No, drugs are bad, kids. That shit's fucking nasty.
Nerd.
I lost so many friends and folks because of shit like that.
Yeah, well, you shouldn't have sold it to them.
Fuck those guys. They owe me $20. They're done now.
$20. Shit.
Yeah, we all know Shadwell would kill him for 30 cents.
Oh yeah. It's not about the money. It's the principle.
Yeah.
Boom. There's a quarter.
Also, you got a supply of turtles really cheap.
I'll tell you though, last night I was out here. I mean, I was out here like after midnight, and it's like 30 degrees, which is, for some folks that ain't nothing, but for us here, it's pretty freaking cold. I'm out here, and one of my two neighbors is just freaking sparking up the stinkiest of shit. I was like, holy crap. I mean, it's also pretty windy with the traffic and everything here. I'm like, they must have like
You're on
a
a
bonfire
cul-de-sac.
going.
That's you're in a cul-de-sac. How do you get traffic? Is it behind you or something?
Yeah,
He's
behind.
off the freeway, man. He lives
No, we've
off the
got like
freeway across from the racetrack.
We've got like a 6-lane main street behind us,
Gotcha.
and so it's always hopping. And whichever neighbor it was decided to pick the weirdest freaking time to go outside and smoke a doobie.
This is why you gotta get some low water fucking trees and plant them all along the property line. They act as a sound barrier.
Believe it or not, we've got probably 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 10 facing the street, and half a dozen on either side. Well, 3 or 4 on either side. But
red tip photinias are a good like bush that grows really thick and they grow into each other, and you could do whole like hedges with that shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm
But
not
they
doing
have to
any sort of landscaping work here other than the bare minimum.
Yeah, you can't even fucking change the goddamn smoke detector, man.
Did you fix that one?
9-volt batteries are kind of hard to find in my
It's
area.
not a 9-volt battery problem. You gotta get up there, pull the unit down, put it in the trash, and get another one and put it up there.
That's true.
You told me you
Just
replaced the
yank
battery
thing.
already. That means the sensor is gone. And if the sensor's gone, it's just going to keep chirping until you replace the unit.
Yeah. I'll get right on that. That'll be my next New Year's resolution.
Yeah. In 2059.
I won't be here in 2059.
When you move, you sell your house, that like you have to do that. It's part of the
probably
part of the sales agreement.
You'll be like,
it's like fuck you.
Change the smoke detector. I'll knock off $40.
I'm afraid of heights.
They'll be like $400 the way shit's going out here.
Yeah.
Dude, I don't know how you guys make it in California, dude. I really don't.
You're gonna be trying to sell a place, they're gonna be like, I don't want to buy a place from people.
It's like they're like, what the hell is that chirping? I don't hear anything.
The previous owners must have been
no chirping. Shut up.
Yeah, and I will put that giant spider back in the vents. Ever tell you guys about that?
No.
We were painting the house, or I was painting the entire interior of the house, and we have the vents for the heater to pump the heat into different rooms, and in one of the rooms I pulled the vent off and I went, what the fuck? And I couldn't believe my eyes, and so I got my camera, because we live in the desert, God knows what the fuck it was. I took my phone, I took a picture of it, and I went, oh my God, you assholes. And I looked at the picture. It's okay. See my hands? It's a rubber spider like this fucking big, stuffed in there. Okay. So had somebody else, actually, opened up the vent and looked in there, they could have, had a coronary, from seeing a giant tarantula-looking thing sitting in their vents.
Was it your family, or was it just like somebody from the old house?
It was the previous owners. They lost the house, and it was foreclosed on them or some shit like that. And I met them briefly, and they were kind of bitter about having to move out. And they left a ton of shit here, including 2 fully functional Nerf semi-auto rifles that were pretty fun. A working Darth Vader voice changer mask that was pretty cool, but like really beat up, but it looked like it had actually been in the fire at the end of Return of the Jedi, and a bunch of other crap. But I guess they left us, a little,
Surprise.
heartwarming, housewarming present in the vents.
I saw a video about that, like vengeful evictions or whatever. I think that's what it was called, and it
Yeah, that's
showed
pretty
like
fucked up.
these guys would walk in and like the tripwire would come in, this giant like knife came down like by the front door, and just all sorts of
Oh.
crazy shit.
Wow.
Yeah, like booby traps.
That's actually a felony to do that kind of
Yeah,
shit.
it is. Yeah.
And it's not hard to make the case that, well, you moved out under shitty conditions. Guess what? Not only do you not have a house, but you're getting a new one in the big house.
The big house, yeah.
Yeah. I was watching this thing about this guy, property owner, and he was wondering why the water bill for the property was so high, and the tenant who wasn't paying her rent said that there was nothing wrong. And it's like, I understand you got some problems, you can't pay right now, it's okay, you pay. But she was afraid of getting evicted, so she was turning the water on before going to work in the morning and leaving it on all day. And it's like, you think running up the fucking water bill to $400 like a week is going to make me more sympathetic to you?
Yeah, no shit.
It's like,
That's kind of fucked up. We had a neighbor here because on my right here, it's a rental house, and every once in a while there's new people moving in, moving out. We found out that one of the neighbors literally had the hose on for like months fucking straight.
yeah.
And they didn't know because they never went in the backyard. They didn't give a shit. They just I don't know. It was.
I
It was
remember
so
one
bad
time
that water was like coming into our backyard after
I had a
several
neighbor.
fucking-
I went in my backyard one day and it's fucking completely flooded, right? And I'm like, what the fuck? And I go next door and I'm like banging on my neighbors. I'm like, dude, you're flooding my fucking house. And he's like, oh, I was watering the foundation. I'm like, what, for fucking a month? What the hell? What's it doing in my anyway? I was pissed.
It was pretty bad. And they moved out shortly thereafter. But
yeah, that's kind of a thing down here in Texas. Some people think that if they keep the soil moist, that because everything in here in Texas is clay, right? So you get a lot of movement here, and they think that if they water the foundation, that means they keep a moisture. And that's just so stupid. Unless they're pumping lime or some shit in there with it, it ain't gonna stay. It's just gonna go to the it's gonna either evaporate or go to the water.
We have this swap meet, and it's on literally like a gravel parking lot. That's just it's pretty fucking massive, and we get pretty regular dust storms here. So what the people do at the swap meet is each stall owner or whatever. Some of the stalls are actually permanent, which is kind of badass because they're really big and they're like $90 a month, which blows the hell out of getting a storage unit. But at the same time, probably easier to break in. They'll water their little plot of their area of the swap meet to keep the dust from rising up, because we've actually had to leave the swap meet like on 2 occasions because you couldn't freaking see or breathe.
This is the difference here. It's a wet climate because we're all clay here off the lake, but it's a wet climate, right? So
it's like it's pretty like I had a house with a basement. Not my last house, but the house before, we had a basement.
How fancy!
I know, 1,500 square foot basement, but that's unheard of in Texas, dude.
Okay.
Having a basement,
like it's unheard of here to not have a basement.
Yeah,
I'm actually jealous of Bo's basement. That looks like a hell of a game room.
Oh, dude, I had a hell of a game room, bro.
Yeah, because you have to dig down deep enough to get past the water line for foundation construction here.
Yeah. I think you go.
So-
I don't know if you go to bedrock, but you go pretty
no,
deep.
no, you go pretty deep. It's like 7 feet, 8 feet, something like that. Most places. I installed weeping tile for a while, so
Oh, okay.
yeah.
Oh man,
Uh,
tile installation sucks.
well, we would go in. The guy that I was working for, who I met at the miniature club, um, would hire me to go in when he couldn't get a tractor in,
Mhm.
and me and another guy I know, we would go down with shovels and dig. Like he would do if your basement was leaking, because that happens, right? Concrete
time.
splits. And we put in a tar membrane and weeping
Yep.
tile for drainage, because usually the houses were built before they started doing that as rote.
Yeah,
Yeah, so
we had like
that's
a
before
pump
the footing.
system that would like pump, like his the walls would leak if it rained real heavy, and we'd
Yeah,
have
I
to.
only installed one of those once for Dieter, but the rest of the time it would be, you know, either just some tile to go off to the side or to a French drain, which would go down at a slight angle into the yard, and there'd be a bucket full of gravel and shit.
Gotcha.
Yeah,
It's
which is how the
definitely
French did it. That's why it's
it,
called a
it,
French drain.
it's definitely a whole new aspect of home, upkeep, having a basement.
Yeah. Well, if you're lucky, you never have to deal with that shit.
Yeah. I mean, from all the people I've ever known that had basements, they always had some sort of leaking issues, some water issues.
Yeah, well, if you don't maintenance it, right, like the rest of your house,
Yeah.
it's just like your roof. Things are
Hello.
gonna
True.
happen.
Nothing lasts forever.
Yeah. But I'd rather have the basement and
Yeah.
have to maintenance it than
Do you
not
guys have
it.
attics too up there?
Yeah, if you're house owner, you have an attic. Most places do.
Man, that'd be cool. An attic and a basement in your house.
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay,
Well,
awesome.
a lot of places do. When I did roofing, I preferred flat roofs because
Yeah.
fuck walking on a slanted surface. Never
Shit, that's
fun.
all we got down here are these flat fuckers.
Yeah.
Well, unless you get to the ranch houses, those are flat.
Yeah.
Country houses.
Baby.
So, Shadow, did you get a chance to look at those STLs I showed you?
Yes, I actually did.
How many
Some of them
weird
were pretty-
boobs do they have?
Yeah, there's a
no,
couple
it's just
ones
like-
that were naked, but most of them were like kind of DC and Marvel superheroes,
Yeah,
kind of
I only saw
westernized.
like 20. I only saw 20, or was there another page?
No, that was it. There wasn't many.
Okay.
You can always open the STL in like mesh mixer or something like that, and just kind of blur over the tatas so they're smooth.
Well,
and then just
there
draw
was a
line
version.
for-
Yeah, there was a version of it that was normal.
Well,
Yeah,
close.
there were some cool ones. I like the Hawkeye as a pirate, and a couple of the Captain Americas.
Yeah, that was pretty cool. Or Captain
Captain
Canada.
Nemo.
You can make him Captain Canada.
Yeah,
There was a. I don't know if it was.
yeah,
Was
there
it Captain?
was.
Was it
There
Captain
like something like that.
Canada? I know there was
Captain
Maple
Britain,
Leaf. Or, who's the guy from Alpha Flight that was
Captain Britain.
No, oh, was that Alpha Flight? Captain Britain?
We
think
had a
so.
Canadian one too, but I don't remember what his name was.
Hmm.
I know he was gay.
Yeah, literally.
North,
Yeah.
That was North Star. That was North Star.
No. Even if he wasn't a homosexual, he was still gay.
No, I'm pretty sure North Star was.
Yeah, North Star was the gay guy. That was like in the 90s. It was like, okay, we got to jumpstart Alpha Flight because, well, man, Alpha Flight was really popular for a while because Jim Lee was drawing it for shit
Yeah.
like 30 issues or something. And it was really popular then, like Puck and Snowbird, I think, was in it. And I don't know. But when he left, they were like, sales just tanked. And they're like, okay, we got to do something to get this going again. And
So they made him gay.
I'm gay. I'm gay.
I'm gay. Oh fuck! They're gonna cut that.
It's like, oh my
out
god,
now.
you're so brave.
And gay.
I'm gay.
I'm definitely cutting that out. I'm going to get a new intro.
Well, dudes, we've been jaw jacking almost 2 hours. I'm getting sleepy. I actually got a bunch done, so that's good.
Yeah, that's
Yeah, me
good.
too.
Oh, one second. I got to hit this button here.
But I think I'm gonna do at least an hour a night or a day or whatever. So if you guys ever see me, come on in and jaw jack.
Yeah, definitely. Closer to your bedtime, I guess, is better for me because I'm Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. I'm in a show of one sort or another, and Thursday, of course, I do my own paint and chill stream. But I'm going to move it back a little because Bloodworth needs my help on
Oh fuck! I missed
his show on Thursday night, and since I'm in the game and what have you, I feel like I can do him a solid and still come on and do some painting. But I wanted to ask you before you go though, what's the deal with Mini War Much Challenge? I want to be in it, but
so he okay. I mean, you could be in it. It's not a big deal. I guess he banned me because we did that live on New Year's Eve. We were gonna me and Mel were just gonna paint some stuff and just bullshit. And he's like, "Are you painting your challenge stuff?" I'm like, "Yeah." He's like, "Well, I'm gonna have to disqualify you for that." I'm like, "Whatever." But what really was the kicker was like the next day he did like a participant video and he took me off. So whatever.
Well, I thought we were allowed to primer them.
It don't matter. I mean, fuck him. Mutt's a cool guy. I like Mutt. I mean, all that. But I mean, if he's gonna be draconic about that, I mean, all I'm doing this is for the fostering the community.
Yeah.
And just painting. It has nothing to do with being the one that might win, or I don't fucking know. But anyway, that's what he did. So be it. So I'm, if he's gonna do that, I just won't push it. But I'm not, you guys can do it. I don't care. It doesn't offend or affect me at all.
Yeah, I didn't start painting until basically today. Other than priming the minis that I did. But yeah, I want to, do things like that because, I had just done a, get off your ass, put up or shut up series about doing exactly that. Then he did it, and it helped me, put my money where my mouth is and get a lot of shit done. I got like 100 minis done. That video or that challenge I got about 40 minis done, but then the month after I got like 100 done. Yeah. And I sometimes I need a kick in the ass to get this shit done because I've got.
It's his channel. He can do whatever the fuck he wants. But I'm just, again, it doesn't affect me. It's just like I'm only doing all these challenges and stuff because I want to, I want to plug people's channels and foster, the community and all that shit. But if he's got some strict guidelines and I broke them, then whatever.
Well, I mean, if he's giving away prizes, which I could kind of get, but at the same time, I was looking at his table. He's going to do like 300-400 in a month. I'm like, dude, I got shit to do besides just eat. I'll be lucky if I can get. The only reason I got 100 done was they were in sixes. Six of these guys, six of those guys.
Yeah.
So it was a lot of back painting. This month it's just the opposite. I've got 10 different Eddies from Iron Maiden, about 15, 20 Arduin miniatures. I'm going to try to get all my John Carters done. I've got my Hungar to do. I've got Vampirella to do. Just, a whole bunch of completely, different little groups. And mind you, I saw his groups. He had a bunch of big ass groups as well. But dude, I got shit to do. I can't. If I get 2 hours a night or a day, that's fucking awesome. And half the time, the only reason I can get that done is because I'm in like a 2-hour show, or I'm doing a 3-hour painting stream, or something like that. I literally normally Monday through Friday I cannot get up to the studio before dinner time.
What do you got in your hand, Justin? What is that?
This is a
Yeah,
foil.
what is it? Oh, foil. Okay. I was like, it looked like a sword hilt or something.
Yeah, Jackie loves fencing. He's been at it 2 years now, and he's getting pretty good. I'm gonna have to take some lessons to be able to keep up with.
Get some Prussian fencing scars on your face. Be cool.
Yeah. Big scars, right?
Look cool. Yeah.
No, they're not fake, man. You take the mask
they weren't
off
fake.
and you earn
They're
them.
like hardcore. The Prussian fencing shit duels and stuff was hardcore.
Yeah.
But all right, guys. Well, thanks for coming by. Enjoy it. Justin, again, thanks for fucking helping me out and getting this going, dude.
Yeah.
Awesome, boss.
Yeah, next time just send me something in Discord. Let me know like when you're gonna do it, not
Yeah, I mean, it might just be spur of the moment. So just if I'm bored or something and want to jump
sure,
on,
I'll do what I can to hang out. I really should have come up here as soon as I saw you doing this, because I could have got another, half hour, 45 minutes in.
That's true. Painting. Well, that's why I want to do this. I just, it's not necessarily for the painting challenge. It's I just want to start doing this every day, like an hour a day, and it's just like
we
get something done.
If we make it like a regular habit thing, it really helps in getting shit done. Shit off our table. Because I've literally got hundreds and hundreds of miniatures at like 3/4 done, and I just get like burnt painting that many, and I want to paint something new, and I'm looking at like 50 miniatures right here that have been sitting here for a year just because I'm bored with them. You know what I mean?
You have to dust them before you paint
40, them. And then I got 40 miniatures. I know, right? I did that today. I got 40 miniatures over here. I can't wait to paint, but I should be painting this shit over here. But I'm gonna go over here instead because if I'm not having fun painting the mini, I don't paint it because I just don't do as good of work. And like this one right here, I can't wait to paint this one. It's Wicker Man Eddie.
That's cool.
On fire. I've got the whole.
You see, like that scale. What's that? 55.
Well, yeah, it's it's supposed to be the Wicker Man. Here's a regular Eddie from the same set. It's supposed to be the Wicker Man, so it's got to be giant.
But how big is
show it again? Yeah.
And then here's Eddie as a gunslinger or something. I forget which album this was from. I don't know if it's 28. Yeah.
28, yeah.
And then I don't know what the frick album cover this one's from. Make me big again. It's like some sort of like tree, Eddie coming out of a tree.
Yeah, I don't know what. That's probably like a newer album or some shit.
I have no idea what it is, but
maybe it's some art in the background of a.
Maybe, but I mean, okay, they gave me a Grim Reaper Eddie, but they couldn't give me Aces High.
Dude, that's what I'm saying. Aces High is like it's probably one of their, if not their most famous fucking album.
They couldn't license the artwork.
I've got the Trooper. The Trooper's there. I've got
Trooper. Love the Trooper.
Eddie as a mummy. I've got Pharaoh Eddie. This is like This one is freaking the shit,
That's
dude.
bad. That's a badass album cover right there.
And I've got, of course, Eddie as a Samurai. I don't remember that album.
I don't remember that.
Eddie Alive or Undead, Coming Out of the Ground.
I'm wondering if
Peace
some of
of
them
Mind. With
some of them are from tour, right? Because they might be tour art.
And then we've got Eddie from Killers.
Killers, yeah.
And I'm not sure what this one is. I have no idea which
one.
Oh,
they had the Android Eddie too, didn't they?
Yeah, they do. The Cyborg Bounty Hunter.
Cyborg, yeah.
They got that one right here. And then Eddie with I can't tell if that's a microphone or a hatchet or something.
Yeah, I remember that one.
But my favorite one has got to be this one. Eddie playing the bass.
Nah, it's Trooper, man. Trooper's their best song.
Trooper's a badass.
No, it's a good mini. It really is. It's got the hold on, where is it?
The flag
with the flag
Jack.
and everything. Yeah. This is a great mini. Don't get me wrong, but I used to play bass, so Eddie with his foot up on the amplifier, playing bass.
I think my favorite song is probably "Run to the Hills."
Run to the Hills is
really.
That's probably my favorite. That and Ace is High.
I really, to be honest, every song off "Peace of Mind" was awesome, but I really liked Killers as well, and I don't know, they could have just given us a few better choices, like this one. Honestly, I have no freaking clue. It's like he's coming out of the tree, like he's part of the tree.
There's got to be a wiki or a blog post.
No, it's on the box. There's information on the box because these are all Zombicide minis. So there's cards and shit. I just didn't bother.
Do they still sell that set?
I don't know. It was like $100 with shipping for like 13, 15 minis. Let's see,
that's a great deal.
8, 9, 10.
I don't know, $100 for
15.
That's less than $10 a mini.
Unique, yeah, I guess.
And they're high quality looking minis.
Yeah, they are really, really detailed. It's 15 minis plus all the cards and separate boxes for different things, for different little expansions for Zombicide. You know what? It's Iron Maiden, and mind you, that was $100 including the shipping, which was easily 10, 12, $15, whatever. So as soon as I'm done, they're gonna go back in the boxes.
No, you gotta put them up on the shelf, man. They're gonna be like right there instead of that yellow duck.
No, Mr. Duck is not going in. Dude, Mr. Duck will be here long after I am. That duck has freaking great memory.
Duck. Any progress with Vampirella?
Yeah. I primered her and did her hair and some of the basing.
Hold on a second. I guess you're
already.
Yeah.
All I did was the hair and working on the base. There's this one area on her tit. For whatever reason, I don't know what's up with it, but primer would just not stick to it. It just would not stick.
Oh,
might wash it.
That's the resin. Resin will do that if it's not fully cured. Do you have a black light? Like a black light?
Yeah, I do, as a matter of fact.
Yeah.
Put it there.
Hold that over the area.
Okay. I can do that.
The resin that we use is photosensitive or whatever, and if there's ever anything soft like that, just stick it out in the sun for a couple hours and it should be good.
This mini came out.
Or
dude,
black
this mini and the giant Hungar, they came out perfect, dude. As a matter of fact, I need to talk to Nerd's Nerd because I need something done, but it's kind of top secret. I don't know if she. I know she can do it. If she can do what Hungar did, what she did with Hungar, what I want is about the same. But I need like 15 of them. So you're gonna have to print them.
The thing with that is she was taking things from other stuff and kludging them together.
Uh-huh.
So she has to be able to find the thing you're looking for.
Oh,
With
that's
that. I don't know what her
I'm almost
sculpting skills
100%.
are.
Yeah,
I'm
she's
a,
like kid
I-
bashing.
Yeah.
what I want is really simple. It's actually simpler or very similar to the Hungar thing, but you're gonna have to print them up,
That's fine.
Brian.
and you
'Cause
can't talk about it.
I ain't shipping them to you.
No, 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 no.
We're gonna smuggle them into you, man. We're gonna smuggle it into Canada.
No, no. It's just a little something I want to. I came up with this idea, and
That's cool.
I think she'll be on board. But I just
Just reach out
I
to
know
her on. She was on her earlier. Sure. They were.
Discord. Yeah, I just
She was saying that they were watching the Meg. And she was
oh,
like,
that's funny. Jackie's family was watching that during the New Year's celebration. Wasn't Jason Stamos in that,
"Yeah,
or was that Meg too?
Stamos."
Meg too.
Yeah, I was like,
That was. He was in both of them.
Was
oh
it?
really?
Yeah. I like
It
him.
was,
He's kind of like the new. I was saying he was kind of like the new Bruce Willis.
You think so?
Kinda, because the old Bruce Willis is.
Oh man, it's rough to see him now, dude. It's heartbreaking.
Yeah, it really is kind of depressing.
I don't know. You could see this coming 15 years ago.
You
I
could.
watched
You think so?
Yeah, I watched an interview he did when Red came out. That was
Oh
about
yeah,
15 years ago,
that's
right?
pretty good.
I remember he did this one movie, this sci-fi movie, and you could totally see he was just like,
Oh yeah, he was making all that shitty movies.
Yeah. Well,
yeah, it was pretty depressing.
Fucking.
So what did the interview say?
Oh, he was in an interview with the female, the love interest.
Uh-huh.
I can't remember her name, and she and the interviewer were starting to talk about a voiceover role she did, and he totally lost the plot and was going off the rails.
Oh shit.
Yeah, because he didn't understand what was being talked about.
Yeah, his wife. I mean, I don't know about her, dude. The things I've heard about her, it's almost like she's like, oh, it's hard for myself, and it's me, kind of fucking.
Well, it's all those kind of people, right?
Yeah, that's true. It's Hollywood.
Yeah, and then you still don't know how things are being reframed.
That's true. That is true.
Which wife?
The
new
current
one.
No, not Demi Moore.
No,
Demi
she's
Moore
in.
hasn't been.
Supposedly, she's living with like the whole family's like living with them, like taking care of them and all that. And Demi Moore's part of that, I guess. So I guess there's an understanding where, I guess they're friends. They were friends.
He made their careers, so that's the least they can do.
I don't know. I guess
I don't think Demi Moore needed.
Really,
Bruce
I other than what was it, GI Jane? I can't think of anything I saw her in that I gave a shit about.
Showgirls.
What was the one where she was with what's his name from Cheers?
Oh yeah.
The one where she was naked like half the movie. Indecent Proposal.
Indecent Proposal. That's right.
Yeah.
Wasn't that Robert Redford?
He played. I think he played the rich guy.
Yeah, the guy's like, I want to buy your wife for the weekend.
Chicka chicka bow bow.
And he said, okay, give me the money.
There was more to it than that, but
yeah,
not much.
Did she fall in love with him? Like after they were together?
I don't remember. I think it was more the suspicion that she enjoyed herself.
A little too much
was what destroyed the relationship or whatever. That was the premise of the.
You think? I mean, come on.
Yeah.
Hey,
You know?
not everybody. He wasn't a cuck. He couldn't handle it. Like most people aren't.
Which is the decent thing. You should not be able to handle it. If you can,
Yeah, exactly.
jump off a bridge.
Yeah.
Jump off or push.
No, you're right.
her off
You're
the
right.
bridge.
I mean, yeah. And if she's like, yeah, let's do it. You're like, you can go do that, but you're gonna find some
Well,
papers on the table. When you
But
get
to
home.
be fair, they were like in some sort of financial straits or something bad, and he was offering them like, "Hey, y'all, do whatever." And
he was
it's
taking
an interesting
advantage.
movie. It's like one of those. It's one of those movies that you'll argue with your wife sitting on the couch watching it.
Yeah. I think I'd rather.
I don't know. I was 12 when I first saw it, so
I was like, "Hey, baby, I'm gonna pay off all our bills. I can live with that shit. Just don't like it too much." But no. But
yeah.
What if
Yeah,
arguments? Sometimes, man, when me and Mel, we were watching some horror movie, right, or whatever, and it was like, "Man, that chick's fucking a bitch." And she's not a bitch. She's strong. I'm like, what the fuck? She's a bitch. And we were just like, "You're projecting, woman. Stop. It's not us."
Yeah, I think I'd rather watch War of the Roses again. God, I hated that fucking movie.
War of the Roses? That was kind of funny.
Yeah.
Wasn't it? That was a Bruce
No, it
Willis.
was horrific. It was horrific.
Hey,
Yeah,
everyone knows the best Bruce Willis movie was Hudson Hawk.
Oh god,
that was a good movie. I really liked that one.
It wasn't as shitty as everybody says it is, but it
No,
wasn't
no.
great either.
Yeah.
No, but it was indicative of the times and a great way to. I mean, he was perfect for it. If you're gonna make that movie, there's nobody else you can
I
get.
would have loved Hudson Hawk, the movie, to be the 2-part pilot to a fucking series.
Yeah, that could have been a good series.
It would have been a great television series.
Yeah.
I think my favorite Willis movie was The Last Boy Scout.
Yep,
that was
same
a
here.
fun one.
That was a good one.
Yep,
That
yep.
and Die Hard.
Yeah. If I never watched Die Hard again, I would not be sad.
You didn't like the first one?
Any of them.
Really?
It was. Yeah, it was. Yeah. It's kind of been forced on us, culturally. If you don't like it, there's something wrong with you.
I liked it. I saw it in the theater.
It was good. It was good, but it's one of those. I don't need to watch it every year kind of movies. I can go 5-10 years. Yeah, it's a good movie, but you like forcing me to watch it every year.
Saying it's a Christmas movie and you should watch it. Yeah, that's
Yeah, it's just like it's not that good. It's really, there's a whole lot of good movies out there, and I wouldn't put that in the top. I wouldn't put that in the top 100 movies of all time.
No, top 100.
Yeah,
maybe top 100.
I mean, there's a lot of great movies
in the 90s.
Yeah, I mean, there's so many great movies.
And it made it there, it would not be high on the list.
Mm-hmm. All right, guys. Well, I'm
you're supposed
getting
to
sleepy.
sign off 20 minutes ago.
Looks like Justin's actually getting sleepy. That's good. Get you some actual sleep, dude. All right, guys. Well, again, look for me every hour or once a day, an hour.
Every hour on the hour.
Every hour on the hour. Here, live on Weird World War II.
Yeah, my schedule's a little tighter than that. Sorry, buddy.
So everybody go check out Shadow and Sun. Great channel. Everybody hang out with Justin. He's all over the board. Hopefully we'll see some stuff. See some stuff coming from his channel. Yeah. And then I appreciate everybody hanging at Weird.
And don't forget to see us all tomorrow, 9:30 Pacific Standard Time on the Hungar the Starvarian show.
Nobody knows what that time zone is. It's 12:30 whenever my time zone is.
We just had a guest who's from the same exact time zone. Shut the hell up.
Yeah, that person's wrong.
How is he wrong?
He just is.
He just is.
In existence.
It's the zone.
Sorry, John.
All right, guys. Have a good one. Keep it weird.
Happy trails.
Party on.